Imagine sitting on your couch, phone in hand, feeling a twinge of guilt as you scroll mindlessly through your feed, convinced that every minute not spent hustling is a minute wasted. We all know that nagging sensation, the fear of being seen as lazy if we dare to pause. Our culture is obsessed with constant productivity, equating busyness with worth, and in the process we've lost sight of what it means to simply be. But what if doing nothing isn't a flaw, but the ultimate life hack? What if embracing stillness could unlock creativity and clarity in ways our overworked minds never imagined? Today, we challenge the hustle mentality and invite you to consider that sometimes the most productive thing you can do is to pause and just be. Science is starting to confirm what ancient philosophers and monks have known for centuries. Stillness isn't just restful, it's transformative. When we pause, when we embrace silence, something incredible happens in the brain. Studies show that moments of quiet enhance creativity, improve mental clarity, and significantly reduce stress. But why? It all comes down to a neural network called the default mode network, or DMN. This system activates when we're not focused on external tasks, when we're daydreaming, reflecting, or simply doing nothing. Far from being wasted time, these moments are when our brains connect the dots, solve problems, and generate insights. In fact, research suggests that some of our best ideas emerge in states of quiet introspection, not frantic multitasking. One study found that just 2 hours of silence a day can lead to the growth of new brain cells in the hippocampus, the region responsible for learning and memory. Another revealed that people who take breaks, letting their minds wander, are better at creative problem solving than those constantly engaged in work. Stillness isn't laziness, it's brain fuel. The more we allow our minds to rest, the sharper, more creative, and more resilient we become. So, what if doing nothing is exactly what your brain needs most? Imagine this. Instead of filling every spare moment with work, errands, or doom scrolling, you sit by a window, watch the clouds drift, and do nothing. Sounds strange, right? But in the Netherlands, this is an actual practice called Niksen, the art of deliberately doing nothing. No productivity hacks, no hidden efficiency tricks, just pure intentional idleness. While cultures like the US glorify hustle, where being busy is worn like a badge of honor, the Dutch embrace pauses as essential for mental health. Studies show that chronic busyness leads to burnout, anxiety, and even reduced productivity. But Niksen, it lowers stress, sparks creativity, and improves overall well-being. Take Emma, a high-achieving marketing executive. She used to feel guilty whenever she wasn't working, but after practicing Niksen staring at the ceiling for 5 minutes a day, she noticed something unexpected. Her best ideas came when she let her mind wander. Sometimes doing nothing isn't just relaxing, it's life-changing. Long before burnout became a buzzword, ancient philosophers understood the power of stillness. Lao Tzu, the founder of Taoism, spoke of Wu Wei, the art of effortless action. It's not about doing nothing out of laziness, but about aligning with the natural flow of life. Instead of forcing things, Taoism teaches that wisdom comes from stillness, from allowing life to unfold rather than constantly trying to control it. Meanwhile, Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, warned against the illusion of busyness. He wrote, "People are frugal in guarding their personal property, but as soon as it comes to squandering time, they are most wasteful of the one thing in which it is right to be stingy." To the Stoics, constant motion without purpose wasn't success, it was distraction. True wisdom required contemplation, stepping back, and seeing the bigger picture. These ideas stand in stark contrast to today's hustle culture, where rest is often seen as weakness. But if some of history's greatest thinkers believed that stillness was the key to a meaningful life, Maybe it's time we reconsider our obsession with busyness. After all, what's the point of constantly running if we never stop to ask where we're going? In a world that moves at full speed, how do we make room for stillness? The key isn't to abandon responsibilities, it's to create intentional pauses. Here's how. First, schedule moments of silence like you would any other appointment. Just 5 minutes of quiet, no phone, no distractions, can reset your mind and reduce stress. Start small, a quiet coffee break, sitting in your car before heading inside, or simply closing your eyes at your desk. Second, take mindful breaks. Instead of scrolling social media between tasks, try staring out the window, taking deep breaths, or going for a short walk without your phone. These gaps in activity aren't wasted time. They recharge your brain for deeper focus and creativity. Third, set boundaries with technology. Constant notifications keep our minds in a reactive state, making stillness almost impossible. Try setting Do Not Disturb hours, leaving your phone in another room while working, or even embracing a tech-free morning. The truth is, doing nothing isn't laziness. It's fuel for a sharper mind and a more present life. By intentionally creating space for stillness, we don't just escape the chaos of modern life. We learn to navigate it with clarity and purpose. In a world that glorifies speed, those who master stillness hold the real advantage. Clarity, resilience, creativity. These don't come from endless hustle, but from knowing when to pause. The most successful people aren't just those who work the hardest, but those who think the clearest. So, what if we've been measuring success all wrong? What if the key isn't doing more, but doing less, intentionally? The challenge isn't just to work harder, it's to live smarter. What would happen if you dared to slow down?